I have a feeling y'all really gonna hate me after this show. Now, I'm not wishing death on anybody. I want to make that clear, but there's consequences in the things that you say. And this is one of the reasons why I haven't been so heavy in the political aspect of things because people think that politics is a joke. They see it as, oh, it's like supporting your favorite sports team. And it's not a joke at all. Like people are literally out here hungry, starving. People are losing their homes. People don't have jobs. People can't eat. And when those things happen, it gets really real out here. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Hello, everybody. Let me just go ahead and pull up the picture because allegedly they said that this is the guy. It's an older white man. Yeah. So they're saying that this is the guy right here. Now, I don't know his name. I don't know anything, but they're saying that this was the man who shot him. So it's an older white man. Now, I want to say this. I don't want anybody to die. I want to be clear on that. I do not want anyone to die. What I do want to say is that doing this kind of political content comes with consequences. And you can't be out there saying certain things because people will do things to you. We see this. This is very scary because basically now you have to think about, oh, well, shit, if I'm in an open environment, somebody's going to try to do something, right? And for those of you who don't know, because I see somebody ask, Charlie Kirk is a popular right winger who says provocative things and all that other shit, right? One of the things that he says is that he doesn't believe that civil rights should have been passed. And this is the kind of thing like, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a Republican, right? If you're a Republican, okay, you believe in small government, state rights and stuff like that. However, but then you get into the point where y'all just say shit that is very bigoted and ignorant. And then it's like, well, shit, like, I don't want to have a conversation if somebody thinks that I shouldn't have basic rights. Right? And on top of that, moreover, I want to say this. Again, when it comes to people saying like, oh, well, you know, it's just politics. It is what it is. No, some people, it's real life. Like I said in the beginning of this video, when people are losing their homes, can't get jobs, y'all, it's hard to get a job. Has anybody recently been trying to get a job in the market right now? It's hard to get a job. Like, it's not easy. I was having this conversation earlier in the week, or I should say last week, moreover. And it's tough getting a job, and especially getting a job to pay you what you deserve and what you are owed. Like, it's tough. It is, yes, it's rough, definitely. It is not easy to get a job nowadays. And again, I'm not saying he deserved or got what he deserved. What I'm saying is, hey, when you do this kind of content that angers the rage bait, this is one of the consequences. And I'm gonna be quite honest. Don't go on Twitter. If you can't handle in your stomach and everything, do not go on Twitter. You know, the situation, I They said he's in critical condition. I don't see him surviving this. I don't see him surviving it at all. The way that, you know, the gush of blood coming from his neck. Oh, yes, I think it's very real. I do. Um, your connection is choppy. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me go out and come back in. Hold on. Okay. Can you guys see me? Is it better? That was an artery. Your conversation is fine. Okay, so it's just the video is choppy, but the conversation you can hear me. Him and Ben Shapiro out here talking greasy all the time. Yes. Okay, better. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes. Okay, perfect. I want to see what you guys are saying. Yeah, the way that it came gushing, yeah, that was definitely an artery. That was definitely not. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was fine. Okay. What's up, VSOP? Yeah, but seeing this, y'all, I was like, it don't look good. Nick Fuentes too. Yeah, Nick Fuentes. And granted, a lot of people have been cheering on Nick Fuentes because he's been going after the black conservatives, calling them coons and saying, I'm a real nigga and all this stuff. Listen, I like that he's giving it to the black Republicans. However, he is not a good person. Like, I wouldn't promote him. Like, go ahead and drag them and do what you do, but I wouldn't promote him as a good person. Like, because at the end of the day, again, he's not somebody who he even said to Candace Owens, like, yeah, at first I would say I was racial, but now I would say I'm racist. Again, whatever happens to Nick Fuentes, whatever happens to him, like, I wouldn't get on here and be all like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. It's just kind of like a, yeah. What do you want me to say? Again, this kind of political theater comes with violence. And let me tell you, I didn't really talk about it too much on my channel. I don't think I talked about it at all, but as you know, Kamala Harris, her Secret Service has been revoked by Trump, right? And I was all like, he didn't say I'm making Kamala Harris a target. However, you taking away that protection from her is making her a target. So I kind of seen the way everything was lining up, like, well, fend for yourself, basically. And just to revoke something like that just right away and not give the person enough time, like, it's wrong. It's definitely wrong. And so these are one of the things when you have somebody high profile, and I'm not saying Charlie Kirk is on the same level as Kamala Harris. Let's be clear, right? Let's be clear. It's not the same. But if you're out there doing these kind of rallies, doing these kind of events, this is what, yeah. And Utah is an open carry state, you guys. So that's another thing. Are they going to talk about gun control or anything? And again, this guy could have been registered. He could have been registered. I don't know. We don't even know the guy's political affiliation, because don't forget, the 2 attempts on Trump's life, that was by disgruntled Republicans. That was not by no Democrats. Their mouths are writing a check, their ass can't. Love Crumb, you're right. Now Utah is open carry. Yes, they are open carry. Now, you're not supposed to have it on a college campus. That's where it gets a little tricky. Charlie is just the right size for a sacrificial lamb. Damn. They just knew Black Americans would be crashing out right about now. Right, right. And it's their own. It's their own. And, also, uh, prayers to everybody. It was in Wisconsin, right? I made like a little post on Instagram, but I didn't talk about it on YouTube. But it was that recent. Oh, it was Denver. I apologize. Denver. Thank you, Shawnee. Denver, where that shooting happened, and again, they try to say, "Oh, the person was trans." Well, the person also had the N word. They talked about immigrants. They hated gay people. So I don't know if the person was trans or not. But if we want to go with the person was trans, okay, well, they were born a white male. So it's still, listen, they were born a white male. So it still fits into the stereotype. If you want to go with that person was trans, okay, we can go with that. But they were born a white male. So, we can still have that conversation. It's all like, oh, we need to take guns away. Like there was even a conversation that I seen about, oh, they need to take guns away from trans people, and it's all like, wait, I think the common denominator is still the white male part. So hey, if you wanted, listen, do what you must. But again, I don't believe that person was actually trans. I think that's just a thing that they're saying to move the conversation like away from gun control. I think that's more to focus on, oh, okay, well, it's these others that are doing it. Just like when they talk about the R word and murders. Well, I'm just gonna say the words. I don't care about the monetization. When they say rape and murder, like the immigrants are doing it. Well, if you do the numbers and the calculations, it's actually just citizens that are doing rape and murder. Like, yeah, there are immigrants, but at the same time, if you look at the numbers of the majority of people who are doing it, people who are born here. What's up, Gigi? How you doing? Oh, we got hella Gigi's. We got Gigi. We got Gigi about TV, and we got Gigi with GIGI. I think they need to take gun privileges from everyone. People aren't emotionally intelligent. I think there I don't want to say, and I guess I never had this conversation with y'all. Like, I'm not necessarily against guns. It's more like I want to know who the people are that have them. Shout out to the GGs, right? I want to know, like, I think there needs to be like some kind of thorough background check. I think there needs to be like a mental evaluation because, as I understand, there is no mental evaluation. Even some people in other states, like the red flag laws, like they don't do anything. They have go arounds. And let's be honest too, there's been cases, and one that unfortunately happened on YouTube. Well, not on YouTube, but YouTubers, they were able to get weapons from other people or going in their parents' closet and getting firearms and stuff like that. So it's like the people who have them have to be they are responsible for the people that are taking them and then using them, as far as like these school shootings and stuff like that. Assault weapons need to be banned. No civilian needs one. Firearms are not for everybody. Yeah. Like, I think making firearms for everyone, no, I don't agree with that. Like, oh, I'm an American citizen, I have the right to have. No, I don't agree with that at all. In his first term, he lifted restrictions on guns for people that were mentally disabled. Yes. Gun owners tend to hurt themselves. Yeah, it was so crazy because over the weekend, I was talking to somebody and they had this conversation like somebody was cleaning their gun and it went off. And I'm all like, wait, that actually happens? Like somebody like was cleaning their gun and it was loaded and it went like, I'm all like, I would think to like make sure that it was empty before cleaning it so that accident wouldn't happen, you know? And remember there was that case with the white girl that shot her husband, her black husband or whatever, and originally she had said that oh she was cleaning the gun, but now it came out that they were going through like some kind of domestic violence situation, and so basically she got off. That was the one where the black guy was calling black women dogs and shit like that. He said he would never date a black. Yeah, it was that one. So a lot of people didn't care. Yep. Yeah. Vegan again. That's why it's all like, necessarily, I don't want him to be taken out. I do want to make that clear. But at the same token, I'm not going to get on here like, oh my God, Charlie. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Not Charlie. I'm not going to get on here and do that. Nah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to get on here and be like, oh, Charlie. Oh, Charlie. No. I think the more important conversation is, hey, when you're doing this kind of content, and you're playing games with saying like certain things about women, immigrants, black people, people of color. Notice I make the distinction, right? When you're saying things like that, then yeah, these are the kind of things like I would never get on here and try to purposely try to anger people because I think it's cool. We might make a few jokes and shit like that, but I'm not going to be all like, yeah, I think this group of people don't deserve this, or this group of people is this and that. Now, will I talk about white people? Yes, I talk about white people a lot. But at the same token, me talking about white people, it don't change anything. They still gonna be white, right? Like that's the difference between, oh, well, I'm white. How come I can't talk about that? No, you can't, because you honestly feel that hatred in your heart. That's the whole difference between me and you, you know? Not in Florida and Ohio. Anyone can carry. I'm a responsible owner. For my family protection, being single female household, I use fingerprint cabinet. Oh, see, and that's the thing. You are a responsible gun owner. That's the responsible thing. And again, I don't even think this is an unpopular opinion. And shout out to everybody coming in the room. Nene, Bama girl, beautiful. I see y'all. I don't think you need to teach your children how to shoot. Is that controversial? Just like I don't think it's cool when people have those family photos with, a 7-year-old holding a gun and like, I don't think that's cool at all. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. That kind of shit, no. I don't like that. When I see y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all seen that before, like those family photos, and they got the kids all holding a gun, and like they're like, "Yeah, we look tough." Just like there was a trend around prom time where there was like, it would be like the dad with his gun standing next to like his daughter's date, and almost like threatening him, like, "Yeah, if you try anything, I'm gonna shoot." I didn't like that trend at all. I didn't like it when it was a black dad, a white dad. I didn't like that trend at all. That trend, that wasn't cool to me at all. Not at all. I did not think that. No, absolutely not. That shit was whack. He thought the tragedy should occur just to keep the Second Amendment. Again, this curiosity. See, there's a lot of y'all who heard of Charlie Kirk and know who he is. Some people are just seeing like that. Oh my God, this is horrible. Then there's some people who know the things that Charlie Kirk has said, and it's like, yeah, again, when you do this kind of content, these are the consequences. You can't. This is not a game. This is why I try to be so responsible when I talk about politics and stuff like that, because it's not a game. You can't just say shit and then think that, oh, people are just going to see it as entertainment. And I hate to say this, and a lot of people don't realize this, but the way that we do celebrity gossip, they do politics that way. It's salacious, it's scandalous, because at the end of the day, it's all about clicks and views and revenue and getting ads and stuff like that. They don't care about reporting things accurately or getting information correct. It's all rage bait. I mean, hell, Fox News even told you with that lawsuit with the Old Dominion with the voting and stuff like that, because they were giving out misinformation. They even told you, oh, we're not a news channel, we're an entertainment channel. And mind you, there's people who watch Fox News as the gospel, as the Bible, as the truth. And they just told you, I'm an entertainment platform. And mind you, Fox News, whether we like it or not, they're the #1 news channel. An entertainment channel who got sued for misinformation is the #1 news station in America. And people go to them for their news, even though they admitted that they were an entertainment broadcast and not a journal or publication. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Miss Curiosity, I agree. Again, like I said in the beginning, it was one of his own. It was one of your own that did it. This ain't a trans person. Now, if they want to identify as trans, okay, we can identify them as trans. But this looked like a white man to me. You know? This looked like a white man to me. We need to talk about white on white crime. Listen, any black murders? Any black murders? They're going to say black on black crime. These black people don't know how to act. They're demonic. They're this, they're that. But we ain't going to talk about white on white crime? This is allegedly who it was, you guys. I don't know if they put a name on the person yet. But I will look. And mind you, Charlie Kirk, he has over 3 million subscribers on YouTube. So his voice carries. People listen to him. And the thing that, and for those of you who don't know what Charlie Kirk does, right? He goes around college camp. Let me explain before. So far, what I've seen, they don't have an identity on the guy. But what he does is go around college campuses and debate liberals, and they have arguments about, trans people, immigrants, and shit like that. And it's like rage. It's that kind of rage bait content. And so there's even a group called Unfuck America. It's a whole bunch of white liberals that go around and follow him and then try to debate him. And to me, that just makes it a game. And it's like, no, that's the wrong message. If anything, like, I'm not going to have a debate with somebody who I know is not trying to have an understanding. And that's what a lot of it is. If we can't meet in the middle or we can't come to an understanding, there's no point in me having a conversation with you. Somebody who wants to get it, somebody who wants to see a different perspective, yes, of course we can have a conversation. But again, when you have somebody who say, I'm against the Civil Rights Act and I think it shouldn't have passed, you weren't even born with that. First of all, you weren't even born then. And you're saying that you don't agree with what? You can't argue with stupid. Right, Nina? You can't argue with stupid. They're saying the old man is not the shooter? With the guy who shot a few people during a riot and got off scot-free, not guilty. Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse. And look, I wouldn't be surprised if anything. Now I will say, seeing the video, um, yeah, yeah. What saddest stupid president was quick to ask for prayers for him, but not for the children or family, the children who were killed in Minnesota. Oh, it was Minnesota. Well, there was one in Denver and there was one in Minnesota. Okay. Yeah, you're right. With the guy who shot a few people during a riot. Oh, I read that one. I read that one. Okay. How the right is radicalized this be on watch these next few days. Quentin, right. You're right about that. Right. Like he don't be calling it up. I imagine. Okay, they're saying they don't have the shooter. Okay, so they're saying that that guy is not the shooter. Okay. Well, I will take back that statement. The old white guy is not the shooter. We don't know who the shooter is yet. Yeah, but the way that that yeah, that neck injury, I'll just say that it don't look survivable, y'all. It don't look survivable at all. Oh, hold on. Just looking. Okay, I don't see an update. Yeah, I'm just looking through to see if they got the person in custody yet. Let's see. Share this on my screen.
Forward in terms of a better understanding of who may have been responsible.
Why is it so
what the
low?
status is. And then, of course, there is also the separate track of waiting for any update on the medical condition of Charlie Kirk. We have seen an outpouring, which is in and of itself almost a measure of the kind of impact he has had in his young adult life.
You think it's a setup too? Okay, it's a hoax.
In the sense that there are so many prayers coming forward. He often talks about his faith, and certainly in a religious community of those who are believers and politically active, there are a lot of prayers being offered for Charlie Kirk. Also from across the political
goes in that line. Yeah,
people who believe that violence is never the appropriate response to active and engaged political discourse. So you've got liberals,
he said that,
and office holders across the scale responding, offering prayers and concern for Charlie Kirk. We are in a moment, Kristen. You and I have covered so many of these instances. I can also remember going all the way back to Gabby Giffords, who I had covered in Congress, and then she was the subject of an assassination attempt in a shooting in Arizona all those years ago that killed a number.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of political warfare going on nowadays. I don't see this getting better. You know, especially after, like you guys said, the state senator that got shot. I don't see this getting better at all. Yeah. Well, it was more than the state senator. It was two people that were dead from this guy going around shooting. Yeah. Only believe if he doesn't make it. Listen, the only thing I can say is when I see the video on Twitter that shows how graphic it was, I don't see him making it through. I don't. And again, that has not been confirmed. That has not been confirmed, but I do not see him making it through. Yeah, it was bad. And if your stomach can't handle it, do not watch it off of Twitter. Right. Notice no prayers or anything for them. Yep. Nah, he is gone. Yeah, they don't know. The white, I guess the white guy that I was showing earlier, they're saying that it's not him. His quality of life won't be the same. Yeah, it definitely won't. Yeah, his quality of life is, yeah. And then you kind of think like, okay, do you still go out here and do the same shit? I don't, you know how like when something dramatic, let me say this. When Trump, he got popped in his ear, right? And we still question that, right? You just thought like afterwards, like there would be like a new kind of like, all right, let me go ahead and take this moment and say we need healing, we need this for our country, blah, blah, blah. It just seemed like it got worse and he got more divisive. It was nothing about like, hey, and mind you, all his political opponents, everybody was like, oh my God, this is horrible. How can this happen? Blah, blah, blah. And he's still an asshole. He's still a dick. He's still a motherfucker. That situation did not change him. And if Charlie Kirk pulls through, I don't see him having any change. And I don't think this is going to change any of those people. Any of the Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, all those people, like, I don't think it's going to change them. I think now, because they're coming out stronger against the Epstein files, and mind you, Charlie Kirk was one of the people who are like, yeah, the president told me not to, like, he got a call from Donald Trump to say, leave that Epstein stuff alone. Again, I don't see this getting no better. He will be more radical. Yeah. Just like Trump literally thought like, oh yeah, see, I survived the shooting, so look at me. Granted, him and Charlie Kirk are not on the same level. However, I can see him just being like, yeah, look at me. I made it through. I pulled through. They couldn't take me down. They tried to take me down. But why on white crime? They'll just have better security. Yep, Tanya, right. Yeah. All right, you guys, if there's any other update, I will definitely come back live or I'll have an update on my community post about it. But I just wanted to give you guys this information here. Again, Charlie Kirk, we'll see if he pulls through. All right, I love y'all. Deuces, everybody.